Hello everyone. I have been doing some dyed papers, some hand dyed papers, and I am using Kool Aid, food coloring, and Easter egg dye left over from not this year, but last year. I get it on sale after Easter is over. And so Kool Aid, for those people that are not American, is a powdered drink that you add water and sugar to. And it's sugar water with flavor, but it's got great color to it. I do not add the sugar when I am using it for paper. I just add water. All right, so that's what Kool Aid is. All right. And what I do, it's very easy, but it's time consuming. It takes quite a bit of time. I use a spray bottle. And this spray bottle I got at the Dollar Tree. I make sure that the wand goes all the way to the bottom of the container just to make sure that you get every little drop. And what I do with Kool Aid is I will add about a half cup to 3/4 of a cup of water, and that's it. Make it really, really dark, because as you spray it onto the papers, when it dries, it lightens up quite a bit. All right, so that's what I do with the Kool Aid. With the Easter egg dye, you have to dissolve the tablets in a tablespoon of vinegar, I think it is, and then you add water after the tablet is dissolved. And you only add maybe, maybe a cup of water. I follow the directions, maybe a little less water. The less water you have, the darker and richer your color is going to be. It's still going to be very light when you get going. So the trick of this is to do one color at a time and let it dry completely before you add another color. And that's what takes so much time. So I usually start with yellow. Peach Mango Kool Aid makes a really nice yellow. And I don't add a lot of water to that because it's a very light color anyway. So to get a rich, deep yellow, you really need a few packets of the Kool Aid. And what I do is I put that little bit in my spray bottle and I start spraying the color on pages. And I've got a shower curtain in my sunroom that I lay these pages down to dry naturally in the heat of the day. The sun comes through the windows and really heats up the papers. And I do kind of layer them a little bit. But I'll spray, not the entire thing, but just bits, and then lay it down and then go to the next piece of paper, and I do overlap them. You can see on some of them that they've been overlapped. All right, and then I get to the very bottom of my spray bottle, and when I can't spray it out anymore, I open it up and drip the last little bits on the papers. I leave pools of color, very wet pools of color. And I just leave them that way, and they dry naturally, and that's what causes these really dark areas. So it takes a while for them to dry completely. But that's the thing. You do one color, let it dry completely, and then come and do another color in different places on top. That way your colors don't get muddy when you're putting them together. They don't, the next color doesn't change the first color. It just adds another color to them. So that's how I get all these spray marks, is the spray bottle. And I've used all kinds of different papers. Color book page. Here's a brown paper. File folder. I've used all kinds of different papers. Here's where I've pooled a lot. You can see how much darker it is, and it's a cool effect too. So I am planning on making some books with these, but I just wanted to come on and tell you my process, show you a few of these papers. Show you how cool they can get. I do not just cover the entire page with one color. I will do splotches. Here's some tracing paper. That way they're more interesting if they've got more than one color on them. And it's easier to get more than one color if you're not trying to, trying to overlap the entire page. If you've got some blank spots left to do a different color, it shows it's brighter. It's more true to the color. That one turned out pretty cool. That was almost all the different colors. No blue, but almost everything else. And I do spray both sides. Not a lot of times you'll get the color on one side and it won't seep through very much to the other side, so I do both sides. So keep the papers, you want to let them dry naturally. I let them dry about 24 hours before I start fiddling with them. And that's another pool, but so that's the trick. Do one color at a time, let them dry completely before you add another color. Do both sides, and have fun with it. Take your time with it. The results are pretty cool. You should make some really interesting pages for a book. So, thanks for watching.